The information provided in this video is for educational purposes only and should not be considered as financial advice. I'm not a financial advisor, so it is essential you consult with a qualified professionals before making any significant financial decision. I always say this at the start of my video. If you are good with that, then let's ride on. So welcome to the channel where I share my personal experience and tips on developing smart money habits. In the video today, I want to talk about a simple habit that has helped me stop impulse spending and save a significant amount of money. It is called the 48-hour rule, and I'm excited to share it with you. So the 48-hour rule is a straightforward concept that involves waiting 48 hours before making non-essential purchase. This habit has been a game changer for me, and I believe it can be for you as well. By waiting 48 hours, you give yourself time to think about the purchase and determine if it's something you really need. Often, you find the excitement of the initial purchase wears off, and you realize you don't need the item as much as you thought. So, this habit has helped me avoid making impulsive purchases and save money that I can use for more important things. For example, I recently saw a new smartwatch that I really wanted. Yeah, it was expensive, but I thought it would be a great addition to my fitness routine because I love to work out. However, instead of buying it immediately, I decided to wait 48 hours. After waiting, I realized I didn't need the smartwatch as much as I thought, and I ended up not buying it. This saved me a significant amount of money, which now used for something more important. The 48-hour rule is a simple yet effective way to avoid impulsive spending and develop a smart money habit. It is easy to implement, and it can be a significant impact on your finances. So I'm going to be sharing you how I do it and how it can actually benefit you. So why is it so important? Impulsive spending can have a significant impact in your finances. When you make impulsive purchases, you often you're often spending on things you don't need, and this can lead to debt and financial stress. But by waiting 48 hours, you give yourself time to think about the purchase and determine if it's something you really need. This habit can make you avoid making impulsive purchases and save money that you can use for something more important. Let's say, for example, you are at the mall, you see a pair of shoes you really like. They're expensive, but you think they will be a great addition to your wardrobe. Instead of buying them immediately, stop, wait for 48 hours. After waiting, you realize that your brain starts to think that, do I really need this thing? What do I really need this for? Do I have another expense I want to spend money on? So you understand? So like that, if you think I want to buy it, fine, then your brain has actually made you confirm you actually needed the shoe. Then buying it is not a waste because it's yours to own. But if you didn't buy it, you've actually saved money. So it's a very great rule. It's and something about the 48-hour rule is that it can also help you develop a more mindful approach of spending. When you wait 48 hours, you force your mind to think. It can help you develop more intentional approach to spending, which can lead to greater financial stability and peace of mind. So how do you implement this? Well, it's quite simple. Whenever you see something you want to buy, wait, pause, just wait for 48 hours. it gives you time to think. You can also use a budgeting app or spreadsheet to track your spending and stay on top of your finance. A Google document is an example of that. So you can see it right here. You can actually use that to budget your finance and write down all what you're spending your money on. You can use a spreadsheet like the one I've mentioned earlier to track your income and expenses. This can help you see where your money is going and the adjustments you might need. You can also set automatic transfer from your checking account to your savings or investment account. This can help you build up your savings over time and achieve a long-term financial goals. So in addition to using a budgeting app, you can also implement the 48 hours rule by avoiding situations that tends to lead to impulsive spending. So if you know you tend to spend much money when you're at the mall, you can try to avoid it by going to the mall. You can try to avoid going to the mall as much as possible. If you're the kind of person that if you're the kind of person that if you're in a place, you must spend money there. So the best thing you can actually do is that just avoid. Sorry, sorry. So just avoid going to the place as much as possible. It's as simple as that. So that will make you cut money. If you already know it, I'm the kind of person that if I go to this particular place, I do this a lot. Instead of doing that, just calm down and stop going for the meantime. You understand? So that's just how it will be. So if you tend to, spend so much money online, maybe on a gaming platform, try as much as possible to lower your rate at going there. It's as simple as that. So another tool that can help you implement the 48 hours rule and avoid impulsive spending is the budgeting app, like I've said earlier. It's very, very good. And as for me, I use Google Documents because it's very easy to use. You can see it everywhere, and it's controlled by Google, which is safe and reliable. So, and we have some budgeting app like Mint, Personal Capital. You need budget, YNAB. This app can help you track your spending, create budgets, and set a financial goals. They can also help you avoid impulsive spending by providing a clear picture of what you're spending on. For example, let's say you are using Mint to track your spending. You can see exactly how much you're spending in different categories, such as food, transportation, and entertainment. You can also set budgets for each category and receive alerts when you go over the budget. It can help you stay on track and avoid making impulsive purchases. So so for the automatic transfer, many app actually offers this feature, such as automatic savings transfer and investment tracking. These features can help you build up savings over time and achieve your long-term financial goals. For example, you can set a automatic transfer from your checking account to your savings account, to be doing that with us, even you knowing. So this strategy is quite simple, and anybody can actually implement this because, like I said, I use it, it works for me. So I'm just hoping it works for you too. But for it to be able to work for you, you need to change your mindset. Mindset is all about everything. So here is a step-by-step plan for you to get started. Identify your triggers. What triggers you a lot to spend money? If it's at the mall or when you're browsing online. Once you identify your trigger, then you are 50%, just 50% of the problem. Like a quote I read online, if you know your problem, you have solved the problem by 50%. So the remaining 50% is how to stop that problem. So that was it. So the step two is to set up your budget. Have a budget app for that. And the step three is to practice waiting. Wait, which is the 48 hours wait time. Wait. Nobody's pushing you to do anything. So the step four is to review and adjust. Regularly reviewing your spending and adjust your budget as needed. It can help you stay on track and make sure you achieve your financial goals. Like I've said, you can use the budgeting app to track all what you've needed. So, in conclusion, the 48 hours rule is a simple yet effective habit that can help you avoid impulsive spending and develop a smart money habit. By waiting 48 hours before making a non essential purchase, it gives you time. Take note of this. Everything I'm saying is for non essential purchase. Non essential purchase are the purchases you might not need over the period of time, but you just want it at that particular point in time. So if you wait 48 hours, which is exactly 2 days, your brain will be able to calibrate well and know if you actually wanted this or not. So that's the reason I'm saying it is a non-essential purchase. To implement this 48 hours rule in your daily life, you need to follow those 4 steps I've actually said, and you are good to go. So I want to give you some time so that you can digest it. I've been talking a lot in this video, but just calm and digest it. So don't lastly, don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell for more content on smart money habits and personal finance.